How are you keeping track of client communications and all of the details that go with a shoot? Details like your contracts, how you're recording them, how you're saving them, and all of the back and forth communication between everything that comes with a job. If you don't have a system set up, you might be feeling a little disorganized and you might be kicking yourself towards the end of the year when all of that information is scattered all over the place. My name is Gary Martin with RGG EDU, and today I want to take you through a CRM software program that helps you automate and keep track of all of the client communication that comes with running a photography studio. The first thing that you're going to notice is that we are currently in settings, and in settings it's important to first set up the type of photographer that you are, and there's a lot of flexibility in the back end. The first thing, I'll start with jobs, and if you click on jobs you can set up job types. So if you're a portrait photographer that also does commercial work, or you do event work, or you do headshots, you can customize all of that back here, and all of the different types of jobs come with different types of agreements and contracts. So you'll see here that I already have set up different job types, and if I wanted to set up a new job type, let's say product photography, I just hit new job type and set in product photography, and I'll go ahead and hit the check mark, and that saves it. Now let's go back to settings, and I can do other things like set up templates. Now templates are important because different jobs come and have different contracts. For example, if you're doing trade for print with a client and you're not charging them, but you're requiring them to share your images online and tag you in it, you're gonna wanna set up a contract specifically for that. And you can do that here in the contracts area. It's as simple as just hitting the plus button and setting in the contract that way. And it's as simple as dragging and dropping all of these variables that I have preloaded over here. And that's something that you're gonna wanna do in settings. So once you've filled out a lot of the back end of information about your business, the type of work you do, your contracts, I wanna get in now to what it looks like when you set up a new job and how you can keep track of all the details that go with that, which will help you in the future retain existing clients and rebook existing clients that you've already worked with. Let's take a look. So if I click on jobs, I already have a job set up, and that is a headshot. You'll notice here that once you start a job, it's full of all of the contact information of the client, the model, contact information of the people that you'll be working with. There is a timeline set up over here that coordinates and syncs with your calendar, whether it's Google or you use an Apple Calendar. You can set all that up in the back end. From there, you can go into documents, and from here, you can have all of your releases recorded. If you scan them in, you can keep them digital. It keeps everything really organized in the back end so you can keep track of that if you need to refer to those in the future. In addition to that, all of the contacts and emails that come along with that shoot can be recorded here, and also notes and activity. If something happens on the shoot or you just want to remember something related to that shoot, it's important that you have a place to enter a note. It looks like right now, Sam's wife also wants to get a headshot, and her name is Gilly. Another cool feature in ShootQ is something called the questionnaires, and that's under documents. Under documents, you can open up questionnaires and add basically a way to pull before or after jobs. So if you need to get a lot of information from your clients going into a job, you can do that here. Or if you want to ask them questions after the job, you can also do that here just by adding a new questionnaire. Now the questionnaires can be a template that you already have set up. So if you have questionnaires related to a wedding job or a headshot, you can have that here. And then once you set up that client contact information, you can fire it right off to them pretty easily, and all of that information is consolidated and tied back to that specific job. So in addition to questionnaires, I think an interesting feature for this is that it's great for individuals working by themselves, and also small studios that have other roles in the studio like producers, PAs, hair and makeup, assistants, that sort of thing. And you can customize all of this and give your entire team access through the back end. Let me show you how. Under settings and then teams and user roles, you can set up your entire team here. Now I have myself under the studio, I have a contractor, Blaine as our producer, and we can set up other users as well and give them access to certain things. It's as simple as just adding a user and then specifying what role you want them to have. So that essentially is an overview at ShootQ. It's a great CRM tool specifically for photographers. It's designed from photographers for photographers working for themselves or working and running a small business like wedding, event, portrait photographers. And it's great for archiving all of the communication, contracts, and documents that come with running a photography studio.